So, the next time you see a tired, bored, underappreciated service employee somewhere, try to brighten their day with some appreciation. Leave little sparks of appreciation during the day. You'll be surprised to see how positively people react when their hunger for recognition is fed. You'll soon become someone whom others like and enjoy working with. And best of all, you'll have a positive impact on the lives of those around you. Chapter 3. Appeal to another person's interest. Let's say you like cheesecake. When you go fishing, you don't string cheesecake at the end of your line. You attach what the fish wants, which is a worm. Why do you treat people any differently? Of course, you're interested in what you want, but no one else is. Everyone else is just like you. We all want what we want. The only way to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. Every person in the world knows what they want and cares about what they get. Approach them from this direction. Before you speak, pause and ask, what can the other person get out of this? Even challenge yourself to not say anything about what you want. Show other people relentlessly that you want to help them. The world is full of people who are self-seeking. So the rare person who unselfishly serves others has an enormous advantage. Andrew Carnegie had a sister-in-law whose kids never wrote letters back. He bet someone he could get a reply without asking for one. He wrote letters at the end mentioning that he was sending a $5 bill, but omitting it. Sure enough, they replied, thanking him for writing and asking where the money was. Part 2. 6 ways to make people like you. Chapter 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Who is universally loved as friendly and approachable? A dog. They're always excited to see you and seem like you're the most important thing in their world. Showing interest in other people makes them feel important. All of us like people who admire us. People aren't interested in you or me. They're interested in themselves every day for their entire life. When you see a group photo, whose face do you look at first? Remember, you make friends much more easily by being interested in them than by trying to get them interested in you. Ask people about their background and their goals. Remember problems people are having, and when you come across a solution, share it with the person. Go out of your way to talk to people who are beneath your level, employees who don't report to you, service people, etc. For people above your level, express a genuine interest in them, their work, and their advice. They feel important when they can pass on the secrets of their success. Chapter 2. Smile. A smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I'm glad to see you. It's a message of goodwill. Once upon a time, a New York stockbroker by the name of William B. Steinhardt decided to try something new on the author's advice. Previously a notorious grouch who rarely smiled in his personal or professional life, Steinhardt committed to simply smiling more by giving himself a pep talk in the mirror the morning his experiment began. He began the day by greeting his wife with a smile, then smiling at the doorman of his building, then the cashier at the subway booth, then the traders on the trading floor and his colleagues in the office. The result? People began smiling back. At home, Steinhardt said that there had been more happiness in the first 2 months of the experiment than in the entire year before it. What's more, he found that at work, complaints and grievances were easier to deal with, winning him more revenue than previously. In short, he was a richer, happier man. As the story shows, a smile can go a long way. If someone we've just met smiles at us, we tend to automatically like them. The smile of a baby, for instance, immediately makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, as does seeing a dog wagging its tail out of sheer delight at seeing us. So, if you want to make yourself instantly likable to someone, show them that you're happy to see them by smiling. When they see how happy you are to meet them, they can't help but be happy to see you too. Chapter 3. Remember that a person's name is, to that person, the sweetest and most important sound in any language. A name is a person's identity. It makes her unique among all others. This is the principle I always ignored before, and whenever I met someone new, I would hear his name and after 5 seconds, forget it. And later on, when I needed his name, I would always excuse myself by saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so bad with names. Could you please repeat your name again? After reading the book, I noticed that this was a huge mistake. When you remember another person's name, it shows that you really listened and cared when you were talking. Using names reduces the barrier and makes other people feel more close to you. These days when I meet someone, I really pay attention to the first few seconds when they mention their names. And instead of just saying, nice to meet you, I always say, nice to meet you, Tom. By repeating the name, I remember it better. Plus, it makes the other person feel connected to me.